Welcome back, everybody. We are about 41 or so minutes into the game, which, if you guys are picking up right where episode 1 left off, might seem a little bit confusing, because in episode 1 I did have a timer up here to the top left that ended off at about 32 minutes into the game, but after I uploaded the footage into my recording and editing software, it actually had a timestamp length of about 42 minutes, so my timer up here to the top left I think is wrong. So rather than having a wrong timer up there, I think we'll just go without it. And that means it will actually kind of be a little bit of a surprise about how far we are into the gameplay when we get a little bit further on into the series. But for now, we're about 40 or so minutes now into the gameplay. At this point, my plan for episode 2, I want to get more automation of things and definitely get more automation of red and green science up and running. So let's basically pick up where we left off last time. We just now have basically red science automated. We're going to do green science up here to the top, and we're going to do 6 assemblers like that. Let's grab some green circuits and some more materials just from these belts there. And we're going to do some labs. Now, I want to put them a little bit down here because I do plan on joining up my labs together for the red and green science packs. So I think that means we're going to have to do a little bit of underground belt stuff, because if these are the green science packs, which I still unfortunately don't have researched, we'll have to do a couple things. In fact, let's move these down a little bit to make a little bit more room. We'll have to join these guys up. Let's just divvy up the red science packs. We don't need the copper. So actually, if I use this belt for green, okay, so how do I avoid... Okay, we're gonna have to switch sides of the belt. Can it be just long enough? No, of course not. So let's do something like this. All right. So that way, oh, there we go. Green science will be on the opposite side of that belt line here. We'll have output going like this. And that means we have red and green on that line. We can do, for example, like blue and purple on this line, and then, I don't know, green or something else on this line. Yellow and something else. Okay, so can I move this up a little bit then? Let's see. We'll just keep it there. Let's do some long-handed inserters here. And I think, yes, this will fit. So I'm trying to plan for the future. That's why I'm trying to think about all of these logistical spaghetti messes to get things where they need to go. But now if we add some power to this, will we have this automated? Yes, and we'll be able to finish logistic science packs, which will be good, because I definitely want to keep advancing with the game, and then we'll do the leapfrog technique, I think, to get the science packs down additional labs. Like so. Perfect. I feel accomplished already. All right. So there's red science packs handled. We are close to getting green done, which we now have. So I'm going to grab a couple more resources and we'll start automating green science, and then we can start automating other things like miners and assemblers and all of the essentials for building a base and expanding our current production. So let's do a couple more assemblers automated. Those will go here. This will be green science. Whoops, like that. We'll have to output. Let's do that there. Oh, perfect. That just worked out perfectly. That will be there, 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 and there. Oh my gosh. That is just working out perfectly. Is that 6? It is. These guys need power though, so we'll give it more power like that. We need some inserters as well. Oh, they also need to pick up the belts. So we'll do that. Oh my gosh. You'd think I planned this, which I haven't. So let's do steel. But for some reason, my belt spaghetti is working perfectly. We're gonna use some more long-handed inserters. That will be nice to have automated eventually too. But green science requires picking up the inserters and belts like that. There. And then do they also? No, they don't require anything else. We need that there, and that there. Wow. I think that is everything they need. Are they all working? It looks like it. And how's power doing? Power's, ooh, not great, but okay. All right. Is there any way I can buffer belts a little bit better? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, wow. Steel is already done. Great. So let's continue automating things now at this point. I would love to have a buffer chest or something here for inserters specifically. Maybe what we'll do, let's grab, I don't have a filter inserter, of course, yet. But what I could do is filter out a couple things. We can actually split them off. So we can have, let's see, like belts that way. And we'll do a box on either end. And that way they'll pick up the excess, put them in boxes there for us. That way they still prioritize going into science, but then we'll get any leftovers. All right, so next thing I want to automate, let's finish adding in a couple more assemblers for iron gear wheels, because eventually these are going to be going into other things that we'll need, like splitters and the miners and what else? Assemblers. You name it. We probably need more iron gear wheels. We'll put that there. And it's kind of unfortunate not having that timer up there anymore. It kind of gave me a false sense of security, but of course, if it's telling me a time that isn't accurate, then I definitely don't want it. How do I want to split that off, I think. Yeah. Let's do, can that go up? Yes, okay. We'll do that there, that there. There we go. We just need to move the power pole. Okay. So, automation of all of the things. Starts with iron gear wheels, I think. Oops. We do need more inserters, which I don't have a whole lot of because of lack of iron gear wheels, so it's kind of like we're chasing the bottleneck here. But once we have more iron gear wheels, we'll be in better shape, I think. So there's that. We also need more belts. Let's grab from the supply there. Ooh, over 100 or so. That's not too bad. And let's see, iron gear wheels done. Let's finish adding in, or at least continue adding in some more inserters that will be going into our furnaces. And we also need to get more miners up and running too. So actually, it's not our furnace setup that's the limiting factor, I don't think. It's definitely our lack of miners that feed into the smelters themselves. So let's see if we can fix that. Let's add some more miners. We can build a couple by hand. And actually, let's start planning also where iron and, or not iron, but steel rather is going to be going. I do have a steel and stone block in mind already. And actually, I want to just leave a little bit of room, like right there, so that way we can put more stuff here in the middle if needed. But I do have plans for basically the steel and iron ore to get filtered out and go into this assembler here that will go into, I think, concrete or something like that. But that's definitely way in the future. Let's get rid of a couple of these trees. And then we can start planning this for things like steel Although before we can even get to that, we definitely need more miners. So let's finish adding those in. Whoops. Got a couple things to destroy, it looks like. But I have planned for this run through at least enough in advance with like different blueprints and things like that. So I do have my own personal designs for example, like blue circuits later on, and green circuits and red circuits and all sorts of things that we'll get to eventually, and robots and stuff like that. But for now, it's a pretty standard, like very early game, of course. I am really low on iron. But how is power? I definitely don't want to get too behind on power. In fact, I also have a power setup that I was thinking we can put over here eventually. This will be more coal. Did I get this aligned properly? It doesn't look like it. It looks like I need to move it. We'll move this thing. There we go. Because it should line up with this, I think, if we're going to line up our smelter blocks. Okay. All right. So that will be coal coming in. Oh gosh, I'm so low on iron. Of course, like everyone is low on iron. Okay. Another miner there. More power here. I don't even have enough iron to finish this little power block. Okay, let's see if we can grab a little bit more from here. I think this is kind of useless now. We can start making room for some more miners to go there. Let's feed this directly into my furnaces. We can also get rid of the coal, which I don't need all of that for. There we go. Now I can make a couple more miners. A ton more miners now. A ton more miners. And it takes, I think it's 15 each side. How many do I currently have? I currently have 7. So I need to double that and add 1 for each side. And that will be considered a whole miner setup for compressing a yellow belt. Whoops. Doesn't help if I put it over my ghosts. Add more power. And then we'll need to add in another full set of miners just like this in order to supply what I need for steel. At least early game. We'll need many more miners for late game though. Okay. That is a full block done. We should be able to see it compressing here in, I think, just a couple seconds. We'll grab a little bit more of these guys. Get rid of this. Oh, these guys are out of coal that we need for our furnaces, though. Don't want to get rid of those. Eventually, it'd be nice to get this automated, too. But we'll grab that. In fact, let's just cut that off there. And add more to it, like... Oh, I guess it's full. Never mind. We'll delete these and repurpose the furnaces. And let's do a little bit more research now. Let's do... what do I want to do next? No, I don't know. Electronics? Sure. Electronics next. And let's see if we can keep working on this block. Like I said, this one is going to be going into steel, which means we need more belts, we need more miners. And that means we need to automate more things. Are there any more resources I can plunder from over here? Perfect. Ooh, that helped. Okay. I think giving my science just enough of a break was actually really helpful. Alright, so we're going to be having... And I'm just trying to plan far enough in advance so that I know where everything is going to be going. I think this is going to be steel, which we can have go through this way. Like this, and we'll have it join up also with our main bus area. We'll move that guy, add him over here. I need just a little bit more room, as per usual. Can I move this and change the technique? Not really, for which I output. Do I have enough room for a splitter to do that? I do. Okay. A little bit of a expensive way of doing this, but there we go. We were just able to change the location on... Oh, no, we weren't. That didn't help me. Oh, no. Yeah, it did. It did help me. Never mind. Okay, so this will go that way. This is going to be our steel line. And that way we can continue this down and automate all of the things just like that. And we can continue on with research. Let's do advanced materials processing, and that way we can actually get steel smelters up and running too. I keep saying I'm going to be automating other things, but I haven't really gotten to it quite yet. Let's do another box there for that guy. Oh, I don't have quite enough room to do that technique. Okay, I guess we're not going to buffer those other things for now. Just that. That's fine. All right, let's keep doing one thing at a time. I keep getting sidetracked. Let's finish in our smelter setups before moving on. This, of course, is our copper smelter. We need a little bit more power, but there we go. All right, power is entirely in for that. We needed to finish adding in the smelters, or the furnaces rather. Finish adding in inserters over here on this side, but at least then one full block will be done. There we go. Okay, there is copper done. This is, of course, iron. And I am out of inserters officially. We'll grab a couple more if I can. Okay, iron gear wheel is looking good. We'll have steel coming in through this way. Let's finish the inserters for iron here. Hopefully I'm not missing any, and I think we're good. Okay, 2 blocks now done. Now I can worry about automation of certain things. So at this point, we can start automating basic things like more belts, underground belts, splitters would be really nice. So to do that, let's think. So I need... What do I need? Let's finish carrying on iron this way, because a lot of our products like belts and the underground belts and things like that do require, well, underground belts no, but Belts certainly do require more iron. So we'll do, let's see here. We'll do this. No, we're going to do this for underground belts and this for regular belts. Oh, and we will move that over by a tile and we'll do this for splitters. So that way we've got the regular belts here in the middle. We'll have it going in like that, and then we can have a little box of output. Oh, I've got plenty of those actually. Let's do a couple more of those just while I'm at it. Power, we can now do iron gear wheels. Crap, how do I get all the way over there? Good question. Where I do have gear wheels up here. I can just continue these along this way, I suppose. We'll have it go through here. Oh gosh, this is weird. And then snake around this way? I guess that will work. Alright, that way it can pick up... Oh no, I don't need gear wheels for that. But I do when it comes to the splitters. Alright, so we'll have it go that way. Pick up the green circuits. It will pick up the iron plate. And of course the belt. The belt will pick up from there. The belt needs the iron gear wheels, and then we'll cap this off at a box. This will require iron plate, which we'll do there. We'll put a box here. Cap this off at, I don't know, 4? Same with this side over here. No, let's just do 2. All right, there is that automated. Let's do inserters next. How is our research going? It is doing okay. Let's grab a couple more materials. And we can start filling in this blueprint. I do want some miners, though. Miners automated would be really nice. We'll also need a plan for automation of things like blue inserters, maybe even a couple red belt pieces. Let's see. I'm already out of underground belts. Thankfully, I have that now automated, which I'll grab from there. I only had 16 so far. Okay, let's plan inserters next. Seems like the next basic thing to be planning on. Okay, so let's do kind of like we did with the belts. We'll do yellow inserters is kind of like the middle guy, the middle assembler. And then we'll have that feed into blue and red. So this will be yellow inserters. We'll continue this on, continue that on. Yellow. Oh gosh, I'm running out of all of the things I need. We'll also want to automate poles, I suppose. Okay, let's see. This will be blue once we get it. No, let's have this be red. That can be blue. There we go. Red takes iron gear wheels. Like that. And iron plate. And then we'll do a little box. We'll cap this off at 2 stacks. Let's give everything power like we need. And then we're going to give this a little buffer box too. Even though we have the other box below, I feel like you can never have enough inserters really. But let's do cap this one off. Let's cap this off at, let's do 3, because ideally we'll get blue inserters up and running and using that primarily at some point. Can I build a couple more labs to help out stuff? It looks like we might actually have the labs to support a couple more. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's put my power pole, I guess, in the middle here, like that. That'll be just fine. moving things over. Just because I can't get rid of the OCD tendencies entirely. There we go. I like that a little bit better. Okay, and then we can continue that on, you know, left to right as we see fit. Okay, so that will be blue inserters, and then we'll do assemblers next, and then miners. And then we can do things like pipe. And advanced materials processing is just about done. So this will be miners. We'll do assemblers there, and let's plan on making room for the upgraded assemblers also. Why am I automating these things? I don't know. Let us do automate power poles in my pocket though, since I don't yet have that automated. Okay, so we need a couple of those, that, an output box. And we'll cap things off. Let's do 5 stacks of miners. And then let's do a stack now of assemblers. Because eventually we'll get the upgraded assemblers, which we can already start preparing for. Let's also not forget for automation, let's start doing things like that. Let's go ahead and do engines next, though. There we go. Because if we can... Oh, shoot. That's not good. That is not good. Not good at all. I am not very speedy if I'm running into brownouts. Let's go fix that. I think I was growing too big and too quickly and not paying enough attention to my power. Okay. We'll get... some increased power production. Let's do a couple more pipes. In fact, I think we'll need to worry about an entirely separate smelter block, or excuse me, not smelters, but steam engine setup actually. Okay, come on, regular pipe to join this up. Oh gosh. I didn't have this joined up anyway. I was only running on like 2 or 4 steam engines. That's ridiculous. Okay, once I get this one pipe in that I need, I will be in much better shape. Okay, there we go. Oh man. So much for being speedy. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm losing track. How many is that? That is 12. 13. Maybe I'll just have not the right number. That's fine. It doesn't have to be a fully compressed belt, I suppose. Let's finish with power up here for copper. Okay. Power is fixed. Yeah. I've got about double what I'm using right now, which is better than it was. I can put that there. That. I don't think we'll need to continue on with coal. Well, no, we do for that side, I think. But will it reach? No. We'll worry about that later. We can start putting in furnaces that, like I said, this will plan on having for our steel production. And this is a cool build. I think this actually I am borrowing from Nephrum's, which I'm not using a lot of his stuff, but this is one of the exceptions I'm making because it is so early game friendly and dense and efficient. We'll plan on putting an assembler here, just planning for the future, trying to foolproof and future-proof the space. I'm out of gear wheels because they're getting used up other places, unfortunately. So eventually these resources will get what they need, but they have to wait their turn. Grab those. Actually, let's cap this off at 2 instead. For now. Belts are in pretty okay shape. I'll take those. I'll take these. Take a little bit of everything. Take what little of those I have. And then we can start planning. This will be pipes. We'll have this be regular pipes. This be underground. Little buffer box too. There we go. Actually, let's change up how I'm doing this. There we go. Oh, why am I doing it that way? Yeah, that way is just fine. And that way I save myself an inserter. We will cap this off at 2 stacks for now. And we'll cap this off also at 2 stacks. Okay, I'm in definitely much better shape than I was at the start of the episode, with my automation at the very least. Couple things, like I said, are still missing some resources, namely like assemblers, which are not able to get automated. But I can finish filling in this stuff here, I think, for the steel block. Do I have many miners that I can use yet to start getting some steel production up and running? I have, oh, not many, 5. But I can grab some more iron plate from this little line here. We can make some more miners by hand. Join this up. We'll add in another miner block of 15 each side for what will become our steel production. We can just bring this straight down like that. This actually, it's not supposed to be solid fuel. I think that's what I just had there when I was using this for testing purposes. We'll have this be power. Showing it power like that. Okay. Oh, we need to extend our coal line right there. Output for steel comes on this line. And then this is going to be stone ore, which we'll get mining eventually as well. Let's add in more power for these miners here. We can add in 2 more. Oh, looks like I'm having to even craft the green circuits in my pocket, which isn't ideal. But research is done. Now we can do something else. Let's do, oh gosh, let's do the electricity network. Sure. I don't quite have a rhyme or reason for what I'm researching, obviously, if you guys couldn't tell. Let's grab some more iron. And let's see, can I automate some power poles at this point? That would be nice. Maybe let's do automation of other things down here. We can make this the power pole section? Sure. Let's continue the bus down here. Power poles, that requires... Is that copper cable? Yeah. Okay, let's put... This will be a copper cable machine. We'll have it directly feed into this thing here. Can I move that? Yes, I can. We'll get a inserter there to put into a box and cap that off at 2 stacks. This will be the small electrical pole thing. Oh, we need some wood. I can get a box and put some wood in it. Would that work? Let's do that. Let's go farm a couple more trees. Wow, there are like no trees around me. I'll definitely have to beef up my green circuits, even though these are just basically feeding, you know, building supplies and early game science stuff, but even that will have to get increased. But we can put the wood in there. And great, we now have poles automated. Let's get increased amount of labs getting into there. We can put the excess in there. All right. Let's finish up this steel smelting area if I can. Here we go. Just need to add in basically the inserters now. And this is a 1-to-1 furnace to furnace ratio of iron smelting into steel smelting. And then we have the output go onto this line over here. Let's just grab a couple red inserters if I have any available. I do. I have 48. Ooh, nice. I'm beginning to feel like, not that we're wealthy by any means, but like I'm beginning to not have to craft everything in my pocket, which is really nice. Power. Okay, let's finish the underground belts here. Almost done. And hey, we have steel. Looking good so far. And I believe this is concrete eventually. Which we don't have the capabilities to do that yet. Nope, we don't. And then this will be production of the steel furnaces, which we can go ahead and do right now, actually, since we've already gotten that done, which is great. Perfect, that's capped off. We will need stone, which is also going to share this line here. So let's start to put in the stuff for that. The steel output and stone brick output are going to be sharing the same line. We'll put in these furnaces here too. Grab a couple more poles to put in. Okay, there's that done. So stone, we have stone available up there. I've got a couple miners, not a whole lot. Oh, geez. It'd be nice not to have to do this by hand. Whoops, and that is not supposed to be coal. Let's start placing down a couple miners for stone. And we probably don't even need a fully compressed belt, especially if we're starting this early. We'll just carry this along this way. If I do an underground belt here, will it fit? Nope. That's okay. We can snake stuff around. This does not have to be pretty, even though that's how I would prefer it, of course. We'll match up stone right up here. Underground belt it down there. Electric energy distribution is now done. We can do automation 2 now, which will help to speed up assembly of things. Let's give a little bit of power to the stone miners now. Okay, there's that done. We'll do a couple more just for good measure. Grab furnaces. I think we have plenty on me now. And let's go check it out. Stone ore should be coming now down through here. Be feeding this line. Oh, how does it get coal? Oh, that's how it gets coal. Duh. It gets coal that way. Stone brick will spew out this way, and then we should be able to start getting some steel furnaces that will make smelting even quicker in the future too. Ooh, and automation 2 already finished as well. Now we can do concrete. Start building up some concrete, which will save, that will go into the rocket silo. But I think that is where we're going to be ending it here for episode 2. Got a lot done with automation of basically the building blocks that will be going into the rest of our base. So I'm glad that is done. We will be planning on probably engines and hopefully blue science by next episode already. So I feel like I'm off to a good start. If only I knew how much time has passed and how much more time we have left. Maybe you guys can let me know how you think I'm doing in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time for episode 3.